Hey everyone, Yang here. I finally updated my Dogmatika Ritual deck, and with the release of Hypernova, very excited for the boss monster and the Matrix spell. It's very good in this deck. Very good support, which make this deck I wouldn't say rogue, but it's definitely make it more playable. So let's get into it. I'll zoom in a little bit. We got 3 Ecclesia. This is the searcher of the deck. You normal summon her. Manju got cut because this deck is super consistent now. So there's that. Searches any Dogmatika card. We'll play 2 Maximus. The goal of this deck is to cripple your opponent's extra deck. So this helps us take out 2 cards from them. And Fleur-Elise is a monster effect negate. Plus every time we attack boosts all of our guys up by 500 permanently. This is the new boss monster of the deck. So turn 1, if we can, this is very easy to summon. If we summon him, we can snipe out 7 cards from the extra deck unless they want to send cards from their hand to the graveyard. Because everybody is playing 15 cards in the extra deck. So for every 2 cards, they have to send 1. So that's 7. And then we still play the White Knight. This took the spot of White Relic. I feel like White Relic is just not going to make the cut anymore. She's not that good. She's very situational in terms of scoping your opponent's extra deck. But Dogmatika White Knight is every time your opponent resolves at a card effect, you can send 1 card from our extra deck to the graveyard, and then you look at your opponent's extra deck and also send 1. And he gains the attack of both of them. Half combined attack of both of them until the end of the turn. He does lock us out of the extra deck, but that doesn't matter. That's all for the monsters. Just these guys. Spells. We play a lot of +1 spells, and this is one of them. Extrav. Pedigree, basically. Matrix. Going first, this is just gets you if you're missing the ritual spell, ritual monster, whichever you don't have, you just grab it. And going second, your opponent most likely controls a monster. You can add another Dogmatika card. And turn 1, if we control a Dogmatika ritual monster, we can just look at their extra deck immediately to snipe a card out of there. So with just Albazoa and this card on the field, that's 8 cards from their extra deck alone. And if we can top that off with Maximus, that's 2 more cards. We got Prep, that's another +1, which adds Dogmatika Cabre and White Knight. This is also another +1. We got Servant. Servant is, I think it's a +2, because you send the Herald Arclight to add the White Knight. No, this is a +1. Yeah, that's a +1. But yeah, it searches anything, basically. We got Calamity. Calamity as a first ritual spell. We're most likely going to use Calamity to ritual summon the Albazoa by sending a level 12. Or we could ritual summon the White Knight to by sending the, what do you call his name? Titaniaclad. That's a level 8. And then we got Cabre. Cabre is the you can banish materials level that equals to the ritual monster that you're gonna summon. And then the other 2 spells are Secret Village. All of you guys are spellcasters, so that fits the bill. And traps, we got 2 punishments, searchable. 3 imperms, that's the only hand traps we have. Because we don't want to fall into thrusts or talents. 3 strikes. These are the 3 last flex spots. I feel like strike is just most generic. You could play Floodgates as Rivalry or Gozen. I'm gonna shuffle up and do a hand, but I'm not gonna try and shuffle these. I'm gonna shuffle the Ultra Rares. Yeah, basically for all the Starlight Rares I own cheaper alternatives, so I don't have to play with them. unless I need to. Like I do bring Starlights in my deck in premier events, but I don't want to damage Starlights in testing, basically. One more shuffling. I haven't even shown my extra deck. My bad. So we got, let's Titania Clad. I haven't even showed it out yet. Okay, 2 Titania Clad. So it's level 8. Great synergy with Dogmatika Calamity, and we all know it's end phase effect. Special summon or add Dogmatika card. Fossil Warrior. Just some generic cards in here. Just the level 12 guy. And then we have the Vergit to fix our hand. Then we have, I think we have 2 Garura. And then we have 3 Arclight. I shuffled this up, my extra up earlier because I was testing off camera with the Pot of Extravagance. That's why it's so messy. 3 of that, 1 Omega, and then 3 Entis. So I might be missing something, but I feel like this is fine. This is pretty good. So that, yeah. Back to one test hand here. Just to show you guys how this deck works with Albazoa. So with Albazoa going second, he's not that great. He's just a 4,000 beater, but you can still choose to use the effect, but they won't choose that. They might just choose the one to return extra deck monsters back to the deck. So yeah, let me zone out real quick. All right, so there's that 5 here. Let's see. Okay, so with this hand we have these. So we'll go Matrix to add. Matrix will add us, since we have the 2 monsters already, we're adding the ritual spell Calamity. Okay, there's that. So we're gonna Calamity out the Zoa by sending this guy here, because that's level 12. And then we will do effect of the Zoa to have them waste 7 cards out of the extra deck, or unless they want to send cards from the hand to the graveyard to make up for it. Like if they're doing 2 cards from the hand, like be my guess. And then we're gonna activate Dogmatika Matrix to also look at their extra deck and take 1 card out of there. So that's 8 cards already. And then we will normal summon the Ecclesia to add. Since we already have the punishment, there's no need for us to do that. We will add us the Maximus. So Maximus will special summon out by banishing that. Pretty sure you can do that. Yeah. And then we'll go Maximus effects to we're gonna dump 2 cards with different names, and they're gonna dump 2 too. So we're gonna dump the Herald. Gotta be different cards. So, and a Titania Clad. That's the 2 cards we're gonna send, and then they're gonna waste 2 more cards. So they're gonna send that. They're down 10 now in the extra deck. And then we're gonna trigger the Arclight to add Dogmatika Cabre. Because if we, yeah, we're gonna get Cabre here. So we're gonna activate the Cabre, tribute off the Maximus, then summon that White Knight. So every time now in their turn, if they activate effect resolves, you can send 1 card from our extra deck and then 1 card from their extra deck, whatever is left now, I guess. And then we're gonna set the punishment there. And then end phase, we're gonna get the Fleur Release. I'll say this is the average board we're looking at. Like we didn't see any of our power spells, our pot, our pre-prep on the Dear Servants. But yeah, basically going into their turn, they should only have like only 5 cards left in their extra deck. So that imagine if they have like Pot of Prosperity or Pot of Extravagance in their hand. Yeah, they don't have any cards left to banish left in their extra deck to activate their pots. And this will just clean them out for one more card. And then we have Punishment and the Fleur-de-Lis as our interruption. Yes, hope you guys like my deck profile. Please leave a comment down below if you think I should add anything to the deck, because this is still very new cards, and I put this deck together without much thought. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll be doing more of these fun deck ideas. Maybe gold prize coming up next, but I would like to update my Labyrinth deck as well, but I do need the trap card Bait Welcome Labyrinth, so I'll see which deck I complete first, and I'll upload it. But I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.